Hey everyone, we are working on practice sheet 26. Number 1, equation of a line. Guys, some of us are still struggling. I can tell some of us have a good idea, but we're not quite confident enough, okay? So this equation, this line where we're going to write an equation, hopefully you can tell it is not proportional, right? It does not go through 0, 0. So it's y equals mx plus b, right? I know that it's not proportional. The number that tells me it's not proportional is this. That's my b. So I'm going to put minus 5. That's so easy, guys, just that. Your job is to remember y and x stay the same, and I want you to count the rise and the run. That's your m. If you don't understand that, then write the points, make a table, and do delta y over delta x, okay? Number 2, what is the equation of the linear function? Okay, so, as you know, we start with delta y over delta x, okay? Nothing tricky on this one, I promise, okay? I will give you one hint. It is not going to go through 0, 0. So it's going to be this form, okay? So when you take the table back, it's going to tell you your b, okay? Number 3. Which representation shows y as a function of x? Okay. So we are basically looking for a function. Cross out the ones that are not a function. Remember, girlfriends, boyfriends, how that works out. Okay. Number 4. We have a short practice sheet this week because of testing. Okay. Use the slope formula on the formula chart to find the slope of the line containing the 2 points. Then find the equation. Okay, so I'm going to say this is 1, this is 2. M equals y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Okay, so y2 minus y1. I have to put the negative 2, guys, okay? x2 minus x1. And then I punch that in my calculator. That's going to give me my m, okay? So what I would do is then put your m right here. Remember, we have y equals mx plus b. Whatever you get from there, I'll give you a hint, it will be negative. I'm going to choose a point. Y is negative 2. M, whatever that is, x plus b. And then you're going to solve this, and then get b by itself. Okay. Number 5. Find the mean. Another word for mean is average of the grades. Okay. Let's see. So you don't have to do this for mean. I normally go on and do this in case the question is asking for median, mode, range. It just makes it easier for me. I usually order them. But remember, mean, we are going to add all the numbers. Add all of those, and then we divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So your job is to do that. You should get a whole number. Then you come down here and you take each of these numbers and you are going to take the mean, this number that you get and subtract. Remember? So whatever I get here, if this was 80, I would say 80 minus 70, and I would put a 10. Okay? And I would find all of these deviations here. Then I would add and divide by 5. Okay? So that's how you do mean absolute deviation. So this number, that's going to go here for mean. And then mean absolute deviation will go here. Will be a smaller number. Okay, now kind of messed up my paper, so I'm going to pause and fix it. Okay, so here's one that's a little newer. We've talked about it before, but here's an example, and it says, the two lines graphed on the coordinate grid represent a system of equations. Which ordered pair represents a solution to both equations? It should say the solution to both equations, okay? Here's my solution. Okay, that's where the lines cross. And your job is to put the ordered pair, okay? So remember, over, up, over, up, okay? So all you're going to do, this is like reverse of rise over run, guys. This is like plotting a point where you go over and up. And the last one. We've had these on our practice sheets for a little bit now. The number of papers Candy can grade varies directly with the amount of time she spends grading papers. She can grade 24 papers in 2/3 hours. So first of all, again, we've talked about this, varies directly. That means it is proportional. And proportional means I can set up a proportion. I literally can just set up a proportion, or I can do y equals kx. I can do k equals y over x. This is the one I'm going to start with. Okay. So here's my rate. She can grade 24 papers in 2/3 of an hour. Remember, we already talked about that. X is time. Time x. Okay. So that is 2/3. The other number is 24. Okay. Plug that into your calculator, and whatever you get, you're going to put it right here. That is your K. Okay. Move that right there. And then I'm going to solve it with how many papers can Cassidy make. Should say grade. I'll fix that. And these names have to fix, but it will be fixed before you get it. I'll put Candy on both of these. No, I'll put Cassidy. I like Cassidy. Okay. In 2 hours. Okay. So I'm going to multiply whatever I get by K by 2.